Okay. Are you able to see my screen, Chanman?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. Last class, I think we have complete with unit number 2, right? This is
Yes, sir.
deploy and manage of Windows container. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So we have just taken one example of these things. See, we'll start from this screen. See, type of containers. Just before going to the see, container. What is a container?
Mm-hmm.
So as we have discussed, container is a bundle of the operating system environment and the program code. Okay, which is built up into a package. Okay, and ported to another environment. Okay, so that when the program get its new environment, then there will be no problem for running. Okay, for example, you can take it. Suppose whenever you are shifting some material from one country to another country, right? Different country may have different governance. Okay, so you have to put some custom tax. Okay, tax paying, yes or not, security check and all. And after that, this container will be ported to the another country. Okay, so that when it launch in the next country, then there will be no problem in its operation. Okay, now, containers are helpful in these two aspects: application development and software testing. Okay, and two common features, or you can say the mechanism through which containers are secured in the environment are: one is namespace isolation and the resource governance. Okay, what is meant by this one? Namespace isolation means each container only has access to the resources that are available to it. Okay, suppose there are three different container running in one environment, right? And suppose for container one, we're allocating with four different core of the CPU. Okay, and these four cores are only accessible by container one. Okay, no other container in the environment will be able to access those resources, and this is called what? The namespace isolation. That means you are isolated to your confined space only. Okay, the resource in the sense the file, ports, running processes, etc. Okay, and one is your what? The resource governance. So what does it mean? Yeah, it means that a container has access only to a specified amount of processor cycle. Okay, once this cycle is completed, where one whether the execution of this program is complete or not complete, okay, you have to confine to this particular processor cycle, system memory, network bandwidth, and the allocated resources. Okay, you are not able to access other parts. So using these two mechanism, containers are stay isolated or separate. Okay, in your operating system environment. Okay. See, in Windows 16 server, there are two type of containers technologies available. Okay, one is your Windows container and one is your Hyper-V container. Okay, so you can tell
Yes, sir.
that if you deploy the container in the local machine, this is called your Windows Server container, and if you are deploying the container using the virtual machine, okay, then this is your what? The Hyper-V container. And for your information, I'm telling these Hyper-V containers are more secured as compared to the Windows container. Okay, so from this
Yes, sir.
diagram, it can be confirmed. Please have a look in this diagram. See, in Windows container, what was there? See, on top of this operating system, directly all the containers are there. Okay, but in case of your Hyper-V container, see, all these things is there. See, suppose, or first of all, your kernel is going to be okay spinned or the instantiated.
Mm-hmm.
On this instance, you are going to create the content. That means it provide one more security layer. You can see on the same kernel, all these containers are available. Okay, here you see for each and every container a separate kernel image is there. Okay, that means, see, in the kernel only all this processing is happening. Okay, now if you can isolate the kernel, then there will be no chances of mixing up all the different processing. Okay, rest other binaries, okay, user mode and all are exactly remain same. So this segregation of the kernel will provide extra layer of security to the container in case of your hyper-v containers, okay, as compared to windows container. Okay. Yeah, now we will go towards the installation or the using the container. Okay, as we have know that container is a good technology. Okay, if we deploy container in our environment, we are benefited with lots of advantages. Okay, now the thing is that how to deploy or use the container in our environment. See, to install to use the add role and feature wizard in server manager, selecting container on the select feature page as shown. So as I told you earlier, in each and every Windows 16 installed operating system, you will find one special feature is called what the add rules and feature wizard. Okay, you have to on it or you have to run it. So at that moment you have to select the container. Okay, once you select the container, your process of installation is beginning. Okay, now one thing you always have to remember, just before deploying container to any environment, first of all you have to configure the docker, because without docker container will not work. Okay, so we'll see how to install the docker. On top of this docker we're going to deploy the container. Okay, see, to download docker we use OneGate, a cloud based package manager for Windows. Okay, so this is important, OneGate, just like what the this one. In case of Linux, if you are using the Red Hat base or the Fedora base, you will have to use a package manager called yum. Okay, in case of Debian or the Ubuntu operating system, you have to use what the apt get. Okay, so likewise to deploy the docker, you have to use the package manager called OneGate. Okay, this is important. Many times the interviewer and the examiner ask about these things. So what package manager you will going to use for deployment of the docker? This is OneGate. To access OneGate, you must install docker msft provider module using the following command. Okay, so how to install this command? This one, install module. So exactly this syntax you have to provide. Okay, and if you are prompt with install NuGet provider,
Okay,
enter
sir.
yes. Okay, so actually these all are the steps. So all these
Mm-hmm.
steps you have to follow by seen by all these on screen instructions. The install module command, let download the request module and install to the C programming file Windows PowerShell module folder. Okay, then that means what? Automatically your Docker is going to be installed or available in the in your environment. Okay, this one. And after that, see, once you install with the Docker, next you go for installing the container. Okay, so the continue the same step. Install Docker on the Windows. First of all, we have to access the repository. Next, we will go for installing the Docker. So for that purpose, what to do? This one. Next, we download and install Docker. Run the following install package command. See, I am giving you here the command line. Okay, but there is an option of installing this Docker and container using GUI also. Okay, but in case why I am giving this one, because whenever you go for a deployment environment you will not find a GUI. Okay, you have to accomplish all your tasks using this CLI only. Okay, that's why I am giving this option here. Okay, next to download and install Docker, run the following install package command. So what is the syntax? Install package space name Docker. Okay, exactly same. Provider name. Okay, in the provider name you have to put different vendors name there, like Google, like Windows, okay, Microsoft Windows and all. Then this exactly same. This command after downloading the Docker file register docker.exe as Windows service and add the docker.exe client to the path. So you need not have to check about all these things. This is the internal thing. So only thing is that you have to put this command. Okay. Once the installation is completed, restart the computer with the following command. Restart computer force. That means all the packages which is now installed is accessible to the kernel for the rest applications. Okay. Yeah. Now once we're done with the Docker installation, now actually your system is ready to hold the container. Okay, as you told, as I have shown you the diagram of Docker and container. So on top of this blue wheel, this is the Docker. The containers are deployed and ported to the another environment, right? So first of all we have to ready our environment. Okay, then install the Docker. Now once the Docker is available in our system, then only you can go for deploying the container on top of it. Okay. See, whenever you go for container deployment, you will find ready-made image in the Docker Hub library. Okay, so there is one standard repository called Docker Hub. Okay, suppose you want to create a container, okay, with the help of your Windows 7 environment, okay, which is going to be ported to the Linux Ubuntu environment, right? So this image you have to download from the Docker image. You need not have to create it again. Okay, if you make some modification, you can make your sufficient modification and again put it to the Docker Hub so that another user can use. Okay, it is just like the GitHub. I think you know it, na? GitHub, GITHUB, Sanpan.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, GitHub. In GitHub, what we have done. So suppose if we done with some piece of coding, then we can make it available for the user. Okay, so that they can also benefit from this one. Okay, so Docker is Hub is something
Mm-hmm.
like this. When you create one image of any container on any operating system, you always put it to the centralized repository. Okay, so that this
Mm-hmm.
is available. Okay, so I will keep it a steps and all. Okay, up to this part,
Mm-hmm.
do you have any confusion or anything is
No,
there
sir.
which is not okay? Please let me know. Okay, if you find any problem.
Okay, sir.
Yeah,
Okay, sir.
good, good. See, have you done your breakfast?
Yes, sir.
Okay, what you have taken?
So, tea and some bread.
Oh, good, good, yeah, good. I
Yes, sir.
am, yeah, I am thinking you are a health conscious guy, right?
Pardon, sir?
You are a health conscious guys, right?
Health conscious?
Yeah.
No. No,
Because
sir. Not that.
because all the time you're taking healthy meals and all. Yesterday also you were taking some good quality of proteins and all. Huh? Good. Today you're taking breads and all. Okay,
So we have
so
to stay healthy now, sir.
okay, good, good. So who prepare all this?
Pardon, sir?
Who prepare all these meals for you? Your mom.
No, sir. I also used to prepare with my mom. I used to help my mom like that, sir.
Okay, it's good, good. It's
Okay.
good. Okay,
Yes, sir.
okay. Sometime I'll visit your place.
Okay, sir. Sure, sir.
Yeah. Okay, we'll continue with the rest. Yeah. So
Okay, sir.
I think you now get the scenario, right? How container is going to be
Yes, sir.
deployed. So you see, download the base operating system image from a Docker Hub. Okay, that means all the relevant images, okay, of operating system is already available in the Docker Hub. So you have to just download it. Okay, Microsoft has provided the Windows Server 2016 server core and nano server images. Okay, see,
Mm-hmm.
all these things you cannot create because you need a license also and lots of theoretical knowledge for these codings and all. Okay, so don't worry about all these things because all these tools which is required is already available in the public library. This is called a Docker Hub. Okay, this
Mm-hmm.
one.
Okay, sir.
To download an image, run docker with the full command. Only you have to pull it. Okay. Command. So following command, download the server pull image from the repository. What to do? Docker pull Microsoft slash Windows Server code. Okay, now this is available to you. On top of this, you can create, you can put another sets of application for program, and it became a one content. Okay,
Okay,
this
sir.
one. The if you want to go with this one, then you can use this command also. Either that one or this one in the PowerShell. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
this one.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. Yeah, installation of container. Once you create the base image, now we're going to create the container. See, with the container feature in place and Docker installed. Okay, we are ready to create Windows Server container. Okay, use the Docker run command and specify the image we want to run in the container. Okay, that means suppose your container is now ported to the Linux environment, right? Now, actually, when you run your program, this program is run on top of the Windows only. Okay, the Linux is it's just working like a virtual machine. Okay, in virtual machine, what was there? First of all, we get the host operating system, right? Type 2 hyper. Telling about the type 2 virtual machines. So what is there? So first of all, you will find the host operating system. On this host operating system, you create the virtual machine, install the operating system and run the application, right? So this time this is exactly same but with a lightweight. Okay, see, of an operating system you don't need all the components. Okay, that's why virtual machines are too much heavy. Okay, but when you go for the
Okay, sir.
container, only required libraries, okay, which is
Mm-hmm.
important for running that piece of code of software. Only this much is going to be inherited from the operating system, okay, where the application is developed. Okay, and it is going
Mm-hmm.
to be ported to the this one. That's why containers are preferred technology over the virtual machine because of its lightweightness. Okay,
Okay, sir.
this much, yeah. See, use Docker run command and specify the image we want to run in the container. The following commands create a new container with the server code image downloaded from the Docker hub. Okay, this one. Docker run
Mm-hmm.
IT Microsoft Windows core server. So it will create a container.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay,
See,
sir.
once we install, suppose we have done with our everything. Okay, we have deployed the software, we have tested in different environment by making container and all. Now, how we are going to delete the operating system, okay, or the container image which is already installed. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Now, first of all, you have to check how many different Docker images are running in our system. Okay, so for that purpose, you have to
Okay, sir.
use this command Docker images.
Mm-hmm.
You will
Mm-hmm.
find, see, these all different containers are running in our system. Okay, now by
Mm-hmm.
selecting, suppose some container is not of our reuse. Okay, so what to do? You have to uninstall it. Okay, to remove images that is no longer in use, to free up the storage space, we have to use the run docker with the rmi command. So this is
Mm-hmm.
docker rmi minus f Microsoft, this one. So this image is going to be released from this one. Okay, or
Mm-hmm. Okay, sir.
simply the docker identification number. This will do. So instead of writing all
Mm-hmm.
these big things, you can write this one. So this is actually called what the tag of the docker. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
when you create some sorry, the container in repository, always it is assigned with a tag. Okay, and when you put
Mm-hmm.
a tag, that means you are referring to that particular container. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Hmm. Image tagging, this one. Okay, see, tagging in
Mm-hmm.
a container repository is a version control mechanism. Okay, this one.
Mm-hmm.
There is two type of assign tag to an image. Okay, so like this also and like that also you can put a tag. To tag an image on a local container host, use the following syntax: Docker command tag, then image name, suppose Windows Server Nano, okay, Windows Nano
Mm-hmm.
Server or whatever, colon tech, suppose one, there is some specified rules. If you can, it's just like the variable name, it's up to you how you're going to create it. Okay, then just click, right and click, hit enter, it will tagging the container. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Okay, sir.
See, all these notes and all you will find in the portal. Okay, last class I have shown you now from where you will find
Mm-hmm.
all these things. Okay, please go
Yes, sir.
and find all the notes there. So whatever is there
Mm-hmm.
in the slides, all these notes are available in the notes. Okay, you can collect it from there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now this
Okay,
managing
sir.
of Windows container, I think this part is not really required to you. Okay, only you have to learn up to this part. Chapter 1 is sufficient, chapter 2 is not required to you. Okay, I will not go for this one. So it is an advanced task. Actually, this is this syllabus is for the MCA guys. Okay, so I am
Mm-hmm.
giving you the full things. Okay, that's why is this part is not required to you. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. Yes, yes. So this is all about the container. Okay, I think you get some consolidated idea of the container. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, at last, I'd like to give you one things. Okay, this much. Docker Hub repository. Okay, this you have to think. So see once. What is Docker Hub? Docker Hub is a public repository that is used to store and distribute container images. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so Docker Hub is
Okay, sir.
used to store and distribute the container images. By default, container images is downloaded from the Docker Hub by using the Docker pull command. Okay, this we have seen, right?
Mm-hmm.
We
Yes,
can
sir.
search for image on the Docker Hub by using the website as shown in there. Okay, so if you see there, okay, let's have a look on these things. Okay, Docker Hub repository. Okay, so here you'll find everything. So please create one account there, then you'll find all the updates in it. Okay. See,
Okay,
these
sir.
all are the images. Postgres
Mm-hmm.
image, track official image. See how much they are downloaded. 10 million plus already downloaded. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So this is MySQL official and all these things. These all are the images. So please have a look at this website. You will get lots of information. Okay.
Okay, sir.
This
Mm-hmm.
one. And this containerization and one more technology is there. This is called the orchestration. Okay, and these two technology is high on demand in market. If you go for any type of cloud administration and all, so I think you have heard about a term DevOps,
Pardon,
developer.
sir.
One term is there in technology, DevOps, developing an operation. In दोनों को मिला के
DevOps.
DevOps. Okay, so this is not the software engineering process. This is a amalgamation of two process. Okay, deployment process and the development process. That's why it's called what the
Mm-hmm.
DevOps, development and the operation. Okay, so DevOps
Oh,
is
okay,
the
sir.
most emerging trend in today's cloud and the administration market. Okay, so if you want to go for this type of specialization, then you will get very high paid salary. Okay, there are lots
Mm-hmm.
of courses available in the library for all these stuffs. Okay, so if you're interested, then you can go there. So if you see, suppose edX and all, okay, I'll show you edX Kubernetes, this one. So this, see, all these technology are based on this one. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Now see, now Amazon is also come with a Kubernetes options. Okay, so this container is the most emerging one. So I'm give you one suggestion. If you are interested, then please go for this course, Kubernetes. Okay, it's a product of Google. So all the using all these things. Okay, this Docker and containerization technology is going to be used in all these different things. Okay, introduction to Kubernetes and all. Let's see all these courses. If you are interested, you can go for this one. So suppose introduction to Kubernetes. For to learn the course, you don't have to pay anything. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
but if you need the certificate, then you have to pay the fees. But again,
Mm-hmm.
for the country like India and all, they have provide some good discount and sometimes free of cost. Okay, so please have a go and explore all these things. If you are find relevant to you, then you can go for this type of courses.
Okay, sir.
Okay, these two technologies are very much emerging now. Kubernetes
Mm-hmm.
and the OpenShift. See, fundamental of containers, right?
Yes, sir.
Kubernetes and OpenShift. Okay, please go for this course. Register for this and do the course. It will definitely boost your knowledge. See, for enrollment, nothing is required.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I have already done all this course. Okay, price free and verified certificate for this one. For certificate,
Mm-hmm.
you see the thing is that this certificate is directly provided from the red hat.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so this is not
Yes, sir.
given by any other things. Okay, directly they are giving this one. In this course, what you'll find, you can see
Mm-hmm.
getting started with container technology. Okay, I think you have some pre-idea. Okay, what is container and all. Okay, because we have already discussed. Okay, next
Mm-hmm.
one, what the managing containers. I've skipped this part. If you want, then I can go it. No problem. Okay, managing containers,
Mm-hmm.
creating containerized service. So this one, putting of the Docker image. Okay, this one,
Mm-hmm.
all these things. So see all these things in the overview. I think you have. Okay, for elaborate studies and all, you can go for this. Managing container images. This all these are taggings, uninstall, install, and all. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
creating custom container images. Suppose you have download one suppose container image from the Docker Hub library or any library, suppose OpenShift, Kubernetes and all. And suppose after that you are making some changes or some customization. Okay, now if you want to save it in the Docker Hub with your tag, then you can do it. Okay, so this is called what the creative creating customer container images. Okay, and the next one is deploying centralized application on OpenShift. Okay, this one, and comprehensive
Mm-hmm.
reviews. So do one thing. So they are the instructor. Okay, so if you learn this technology now, then no need to worry about your jobs and all. Okay, so it's a very much emerging technology nowadays, is containers
Mm-hmm.
specially. Okay,
Okay, sir.
you can go for Kubernetes also. Kubernetes is the dangerous. Yeah, it is from the Google. Okay, and Linux Foundation. So this one. So please go for this one. These all are the different things. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. See, for certification cost is more, but if you can write very good way, na, because I'm belonging to this area. So I am very
Mm-hmm.
much interested. I'm a student and all. They will definitely give you some discount or sometimes free of cost.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. They do this type of
Okay, sir.
charities also. Okay, now please
Mm-hmm.
go for this course first. Then, if you want, then you can go for this
Mm-hmm.
one. Okay, the instructions are see NQB8 Cloud Tech instructor. Okay, so this is given by Linux Foundation, direct from Linux.
Mm-hmm.
Linux developer is there, na, who have
Mm-hmm.
created this kernel and all. They will certify you for these things. Okay, so please go for
Yes, sir.
all these courses if you want to
Mm-hmm.
stay back in this modern era. Okay, otherwise
Okay, sir.
all these basics things idea I have already given to you. What is container, how it work, and what's the benefits and all, and how to
Mm-hmm.
implement it, and a few tasks, deletion, tagging and all. Okay, and for the extra and
Mm-hmm.
advanced things, you have to go for this type of courses.
Okay, sir.
Okay, Sanpan.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Anything left? So for, I think for regarding container only this much is required. No more.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing is left from my side. You please go through the note channel which is available in the portal. If you find any problem,
Mm-hmm.
then please let me know.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now we'll be leaving the class. Okay.
Okay, sir. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Thank
Thank
you.
you, sir.
Yeah. Good.